All right, so today we're going deep on something, well, it sounds pretty basic at first.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Yeah, nothing. But you know how we do these deep dives, right? It's kind of deep.
I think I'm starting to get a feel for it.
Yeah, so we've got this excerpt, right? And it's making this case that nothing, like the nothing we usually think of, might not even be a thing.
Like it doesn't actually exist.
Exactly. Like it might just be how we simplify things in our minds, you know?
Interesting. So how's this excerpt, how does it get into all that?
Well, it starts off with this equation.
Yeah.
1 divided by 1 equals 1 plus 0.
Okay, 1 plus 0, yeah. Pretty straightforward.
Right. Totally basic math, right? But then it goes on to say that that zero, it might not actually be nothing at all.
Oh, okay, I see where this is going. So if 0 isn't nothing, then what is it?
Well, that's the whole point, right?
Yeah.
The excerpt even says nothing is only ever a simplification.
Yeah, that's pretty thought-provoking. Reminds me of the whole quantum vacuum thing in physics, you know?
Quantum vacuum.
Yeah, like we picture outer space as this like empty void, right?
Yeah.
But in reality, it's buzzing with all this energy and particles popping in and out of existence.
Oh, so it's not empty at all, really.
Exactly. It just looks empty because we're not seeing the full picture.
Kind of like how we think about nothing, maybe. This actually reminds me of a line from the excerpt. It says, "Wherever I have looked to where one has said there is nothing, I have found something vital overlooked."
Powerful stuff.
Yeah, like we're walking around with blinders on, missing all this potential hiding in plain sight.
Makes you wonder what else we're missing, right?
Totally. So let's bring this back down to earth for a second.
Yeah.
How does this whole nothingness as a simplification thing show up in our daily lives?
Oh, tons of ways. Think about like a blank canvas.
Okay, a blank
To
canvas.
someone who's not an artist, it might look like, well, nothing, right? Just an empty space. But to an artist,
It's full of potential.
exactly, it's a starting point for a whole world of creativity, a masterpiece waiting to happen.
So what we see as nothing could actually be the raw material for something incredible if we just, I don't know, shifted our perspective a bit.
Absolutely. And the source even talks about how nothing can be like an arbitrary middle, not necessarily the end of something.
What do you mean by arbitrary middle?
Like imagine you experience a setback, right? You fail at something, it feels like hitting a wall, a dead end, like nothingness.
Yeah, I've been there.
But what if, instead of seeing it as the end, we saw it as a chance to, I don't know, change direction, to reassess things, and maybe find a new path, one we wouldn't have seen otherwise.
It's like you have to get lost sometimes to find your way.
Right. That experience of feeling lost, of hitting that nothingness, it can push us to grow, to redirect our energy.
It's like reframing our understanding of what nothing really means.
Yeah.
Not being scared of the void, but seeing the potential in it.
Exactly. Like that blank page, it's not something to be afraid of. It's an invitation to think differently, to try new things, to break free from the old ways of thinking.
So I guess what we're learning from this deep dive is that nothing is a lot more complex than it seems. It's not just emptiness. It's like a whole world of possibilities just waiting to be discovered.
And if nothing really is just us oversimplifying things, as this excerpt suggests, then the big question becomes, what else are we oversimplifying? What are we missing out on by seeing emptiness when there's actually potential there?
Whoa, that is a powerful question. So for everyone listening out there, I guess the takeaway here is don't be so quick to dismiss nothing. Look closer. You might be surprised at what you find. There might be hidden complexity, opportunities you weren't expecting, even the chance to create something amazing out of what you thought was, well, nothing.
Yeah.
Keep that in mind as you go about your day, your week, your life. Who knows what you might uncover.
Absolutely.
That's all the time we have for today's deep dive. Thanks for joining us.
That's for having me.